Hi, Laura here with another video. Again, a few hip exercises for you. All you'll need today is a step or a short step stool, something to hang on to so you don't lose your balance. And it can be something as easy as a 2x4, and then you'll need a ball, like a lightweight playground ball, or I have a large exercise ball. Either of those work very well. So here we go. The first exercise we're going to do is called a hip hiker. So I've got my step over here, and I'll back up here a little bit so you can see me. And the key to this is keep your legs straight, your knees straight. You can see my hips are level. I'm hanging on to balance because I'm going to make my hips unlevel, dropping down, and then raising up. So you can see that my hips, I make them unlevel and level. So we're going down and up and down and up. And from the side view, you can see I am not bending my knees. So this is just down, up, down, up. So this leg that's right here that I'm standing on does not bend. So you'll do maybe 10, 15 on one side and then switch to the other side. Make sure you have something to hang on to. And we're down, up, down, up, down. 15 or 20 on each side. And maybe you'd like to do 10 on one side, and then go to 10 on the other, and then repeat, which is just fine. You don't want to get too tired on this. There's a lot of muscles involved, as well as the muscle that lifts your hip up. And again, just for balance, not to lean on. And maybe a few others on the other side. Hip hikers. Great exercise for hip strength and some mobility. Very good. All right, next is that ball rotation. So I'm going to move my step out of the way so you can see me against the door. We'll go this way to start with. I'll put it here. So I'm going to put my ball on the wall at knee height. So I've got my leg lined up to where my foot and my knee are lined up. So I'm not pushing too far in and the ball isn't pushing my knee out. I've got the other foot back behind it, not totally in line. You do not have to walk a tightrope on this one. But I do want your toes pointed straight ahead and up on your back toe. So this is like you do a split squat or a lunge. So in this position, you're going to balance yourself, get into a golf position, which is a little bit of a hip hinge. Have both hands here. You're going to keep your head looking down like you're looking at your golf ball. And you're going to open up your arm to where you feel a little stretch. Once you feel that stretch, now rotate the whole thoracic region, meaning the rib cage, and you're going to rotate that while keeping the hips stable. My other arm is down. I'm still looking at the golf ball. And then bring it back nice and slow, and then do it again. Open the arm to feel the stretch. I want you to feel the difference between stretching your arm and rotating your thoracic section of your spine. So that's the rib cage. And we're holding the ball against the wall because that helps you keep your hips nice and stable. Let's do 2 more. So here we go. Open up the arm and rotate. Pausing so you can really feel that. Bring it back. And again, open up the arm and now rotate the whole upper body. Now in golf, you're going to rotate your whole upper body together. So it's going to go with your arm. But I want to make sure you understand the difference between stretching your arm back and actually rotating. So now we do the other side. Set yourself up. Remember, you want your knee aligned with your foot. You don't want to be having your knee going in to match the ball. So set this just right and get in that back position. You're up on your back toes. A little bit of a hip hinge. Open up the arm and now rotate the upper body. Keep looking at your target and then bring it back. Open up the arm and then rotate the entire upper body and back. 2 more. Arm for a stretch, and then the whole thoracic region stretches, still holding the ball, which means my hips are relatively stable. And 1 more. Good. And then if you want to practice opening up as a full unit, start to turn with your arm and see if you can match the exact same feeling that you had when you disassociated. Good. Very good. All right. Next, we've got tick-tocks. So this is another hip exercise, also balance. So what you're going to do is just standing, feet wide. It's not a side leg lift, so I'm not going to come to the side and lift my leg. I'm just going to keep my legs the same distance apart and rock from side to side. Start really easy, and then you can get a little further over to the side, as long as you have something that you can hang on to in case you lose your balance, like the wall or something. But you want to push it a little bit, working on your balance. These are tick-tocks, as you can see why. When you feel comfortable doing these, you can make it a little bit harder on your core by taking a small weight, maybe 1, 2, 3 pounds, no more to begin with. And all I'm going to do is hold this straight over my head. As you can see, it's straight over my head. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to just go tick-tock. This makes it a lot harder. But first, get the feeling of the tick-tock. And you want to do maybe 10 or 20 per arm. It's your own body weight, but there's a lot of work on that hip. That's why you want to be able to hang on to something. There's a lot of work on the hip that is on the ground. Not this one really, but this one. The one that's stabilizing you. Good. You don't have to have anything in your hand, but if you're ready to progress, this definitely makes it harder. And always remember neutral spine, some abdominal control, shoulder blades down so I'm not hunching. And try to just hold your balance, pausing. Make that hip do the work. It's working pretty hard to hold me at an angle. All right, very good. Tick-tocks. Now, down on the ground, we're going to do windshield wipers and then go through a cross stretch. I'll bring my mat out here. Drop the camera down just a tiny bit. Alrighty. So here you are on your back. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. And then I'll show you this way. You're going to keep your knees together, opening up your feet like windshield wipers. Abs are in. You're holding that tabletop position and doing an internal hip rotation at the same time. These are not easy. They look nice and easy. They are not. Want to do about 10 or 15. Give it a rest and do it again. Want to make sure your low back stays down, so you've got to do that pelvic tilt. And let's do one more set. Here we go. I'll turn this way, and we're out in, out, in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's good. And our stretch for the day is a cross stretch. I'll start this way. Put your ankle on your knee. Make sure your foot is lined up nice with your leg. Don't move that foot and turn it over. Keep it right there. Arms are out, palms up. Let this foot come on down to the ground. You want that foot and your whole leg, ideally, to be rested on the floor. You want your shoulder blades to be able to be down on the floor, your arms, palms up, and you want this knee to be able to go straight up to the ceiling. And then hold that position. About 30 seconds would be good. And then you'll roll over and do the other side. So slowly come out of that. Ankle over your knee. Got to give myself a little space here. Line your foot up. Everything rolls to the side. Your whole side of your leg goes down. Your foot is down. Your arms are out, palms up. And then push that knee to where it's headed straight up to the ceiling. Good. Excellent job. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.